Underneath the moon's tranquil luminescence, the majestic edifice of St. Mary's Hospital harbored countless untold tales, echoing in its quiet corners and long corridors. As the night cloaked the city in its quiet tranquility, Lisa, a dedicated nurse, embarked on her nocturnal voyage. Known for her empathetic heart and tireless dedication, her footsteps added to the crescendo of the hospital's nighttime rhythm. Just as Lisa was easing into her usual routine, a familiar face halted her in her tracks. Standing resiliently in the shadows of the clinical hallway was Mr. Thompson, a figure marked by recent adversity yet radiating an undeniable vitality. His eyes were filled with a calm joy, a stark contrast to the telltale signs of the grueling recovery he endured, resulting from an unfortunate car accident that was etched on his visage. Mr. Thompson greeted Lisa warmly, his voice a comforting echo in the stillness of the hospital. His twinkling eyes met hers as he reminisced, "Remember, Lisa, when we spoke about those seemingly impossible miracles in life? It seems one has come my way." With a glimmer of hope dancing in his eyes, he shared the uplifting news. His once bleak prognosis had dramatically shifted. He was feeling remarkably better, almost reborn. Their past conversation, now vivid in Lisa's memory, had been about the marvels of life and the unanticipated turns it often takes. Mr. Thompson had always been a believer in miracles, a beacon of optimism amidst the pervasive grimness of the hospital. His philosophy had left a lasting impression on Lisa, and hearing him reference it in the context of his own recovery filled her with joy. This surprising turn of events, coupled with his palpable relief and enduring spirit, left Lisa feeling invigorated. Carrying this renewed sense of purpose in her heart, she stepped forth, ready to navigate the winding journey of her nightly rounds. Touched by his resilient spirit, Lisa welcomed his surprising offer to join her on rounds during her shift. As they went room to room, a unique camaraderie formed between them, his strength and courage providing a welcome counterpoint to the harsh realities of the hospital. Lisa relished his company and the uplifting energy he brought to her rounds. During their visit with Mrs. Hughes, an elderly woman battling the onset of dementia, Lisa notices a surprising change. Mr. Thompson's comforting presence seemed to pierce through the fog of her confusion. His empathetic nods and calming voice encouraged Mrs. Hughes to take her medication without the usual fight, a victory that sparked joy in Lisa's heart. In another room, located just down the corridor, resided a teenage boy named Ethan, who was recovering from a painful surgery he had undergone. Ethan found solace in Mr. Thompson's cheerful anecdotes, bringing a rare smile to his face and easing the palpable tension. Their shared laughter filled the sterile room with a touch of much-needed levity. When dawn broke, Mr. Thompson bid Lisa farewell with a knowing smile and left, leaving behind an aura of comforting tranquility. As she shared the unusual experiences of her night shift with her arriving colleagues, their somber expressions painted a different picture. They revealed the shocking news about Mr. Thompson's passing. He had succumbed to his injuries the previous night during one of his treatments. Their words hung in the air, a chilling contrast to the vivid memories of her evening. The news crashed over Lisa like a tidal wave. She felt her breath hitch. Her heart ached as the vivid reality began to settle in. The companion who journeyed with her the whole night was no longer among the living. As Lisa grappled with this revelation, she found herself retracing the events of the night, reliving each memorable moment with new clarity. Mrs. Hughes taking her medicine without a fight, Ethan's laughter, the camaraderie and the comfort of Mr. Thompson's presence, it all came flooding back. He had chosen to be there, strong and comforting, easing her mind throughout the night shift with his final hours. The heart-stopping truth dawned upon her. Her companion, her spectral escort through the sleepless night, was the spirit of Mr. Thompson. He had chosen to spend his final hours in the soothing rhythms of the hospital, offering silent companionship, leaving behind a legacy of courage and warmth, and creating a night Lisa would never forget. Did this heart-rending tale leave you shivering yet touched? What would be your response to being accompanied by a real ghost? Give it a like and share it with your friends to take them on this spectral journey. To explore more uncanny